George Spelvin here to introduce Episode 5. Back at it again with the crew, but it seems we're going to start off the next one with a long and boring slew of plugs. You'll see. But, on to the recap. Last we left our heroes, cracked, the bridge breaker barged into yet another room. This time with the most menacious might at the other end of it. Boss Scrong and his throng of mighty minions and spider companion, Bite, greet the tenacious goblin as he enters the throne room. All the while, the rest of his companions were left to deal with the pustule-popping slurk outside the keep. Let's see how the ever-clever bunch of never-row-wells get through Episode 5. Might I stay, or might I go?
Ladies and gentlemen, to episode 5. That's right. I feel like I forget almost every time after hitting the record button. But here we are, episode 5. Yeah, episode 5. There's some fun stuff that happened last episode, especially towards the end. Today, we might see the death of a goblin. Maybe.
Shit.
Maybe.
That's what these blue guys are? They're goblins?
Nope. You're green.
What?
Goblins are green, mites are blue. We've established this, I think.
It sounds mildly
There's
racist
a love poem in there
leave
somewhere.
my color out of this big guy.
I mean, there might be a female mite in here that you could really get to know. And you can mix colors
Are
up.
these just
Biblically?
evil Smurfs? Yeah.
Basically.
What would green and blue make?
Yellow.
Mud.
Yellow.
Turquoise?
Wait, green and...
No.
Green?
So
Sorry.
many different answers.
Brown?
I think it's aqua or turquoise.
Yeah.
Sure, okay.
Teal.
That sounds better.
7.
So, actually, before we jump in, as much as I want to get into the death of Cracked,
Hey.
I'd like to make a couple of fucking announcements. And also thank you for making it to episode 5.
Thank you.
Now that you're with us, and I think you're going to stick with us, I might as well make some plugs. So, if you haven't yet, we do have an Instagram. So look for us there. Follow us. There's also a Facebook, a Twitter, and eventually I'll put together some shitty little website that you can, I don't know, look at, maybe?
Are we on OnlyFans yet?
I'm waiting for Alex to finish taking some pictures, and then,
Send it.
we need some promo pictures first.
What are those handles?
I still have to send
They're
it.
his love handles.
Yeah. No, the real ones. The
Oh,
handles
yeah.
on, like, Instagram.
Yes.
Death Dream Studios on Instagram. And we also have a Patreon that has launched. There's a couple of fun things on there that you can do to help support us. There's $3 tier, $5, $10, $15, $25, and $50 tier if you're feeling so gracious. There's some fun rewards that you can get by subscribing to us there. One of them is called Curses, and that is on the $10 tier.
I have $10. I'm intrigued by this because curses could be fun.
The $5 tier, if you start there, you'll be able to get a special Discord role, and you'll get access to any and all of our other recordings. There's something that I haven't brought up to the group yet that I've been thinking about, which I guess would be a work in progress, called A Brush with Death. That is going to be essentially a one-shot with you, a fan, and some of the cast going up against an encounter that I create.
Cool.
That's fun.
Down.
Yeah. So basically, for A Brush with Death, you'll create a character and join some of the cast and possibly other fans in a one-shot encounter as a member of the monster hunting mercenary group known as the Sights, as part of a recorded series called A Brush with Death. This will be fulfilled every 3 months, only eligible after maintaining a 6-month subscription. And that is actually at our $50 tier. But if you subscribe at our $5 tier, then you'll be able to listen to them. But at our $10 tier, you can create a curse to have exacted upon a player. This can happen anytime a 1 is rolled by a player. Anytime. So if it's for a skill check, for a damage die, Actually, maybe not. I'll think
I was
about
gonna
that a
say,
little more.
please no.
But, okay, so we'll
On
just
a
say
D6
A
or a
death of a
D4 or
character.
an E. Yeah.
for any die 20 roll,
Perfect.
you will be cursed. And the curse will usually last for the rest of the session, unless noted otherwise in your entry. Some examples would be insatiable. You are unable to tell what is or isn't food, and you are constantly hungry and thirsty. So that could probably work out in Crack's favor, being a trash
That
goblin.
butt fruit.
Yeah. Surprise.
Another curse would be action. You get 1d4 actions per combat round.
Yikes.
So instead of the standard 3, you have to roll to find out if you get between 1 and 4 actions. So there's a chance you get 4 actions in that turn,
That's a good idea.
or not at all.
It's cool.
It's already been used, so you can't copy that one.
Actually, I've borrowed all of these from the great and mighty Jason Ballman, lead game designer for Paizo Publishing. He actually used a lot of these curses in a live stream at PaizoCon, I think in 2019. He was on a panel with some of a group of guys from another podcast that we all know and love.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, they got together for a live show, and their second session, he cursed the players with some fun stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna implement that here because it's sounds fun, and why not? It'll make it interesting, and you guys, our listeners, will be able to participate indirectly.
And we'll shout you out. You'll hear your name here.
Yeah.
Easy for me to say.
You'll get shouted out for sure. Yeah, there's some other fun curses that I've got. I've gotten 18 of them so far, just that I have. So, you guys will be adding to that list.
I thought you meant 18 people have already submitted them.
Oh no!
I was like, holy shit!
Yeah, I've got.
Don't roll ones wow!
Definitely
Can
gonna
they
die.
Yeah,
stack?
we're dead.
Yes, they can and will stack.
Oh, great.
Ooh,
And
boy.
there's some fun ones in here that deal with more die rolls, and depending on which you roll, it can get pretty crazy. Maybe even game breaking, but we'll deal with it when it comes. Yeah, so just check out our Patreon. There's a lot of stuff going on there. A lot of it's still works in progress, but we'll figure it out
Is that
as we go.
at Death Dreams or at Devils, Elves, and Dice? I'm going to subscribe right now.
That is you got me.
Just trying to make it easy for them.
Make it hard on the DM.
I think we should all subscribe, and then we should all do curses that are beneficial. It's a +2 to all your rolls. Curse.
Terex gets 10 obols.
Oh no.
Shoot.
What a
Darn.
shame.
This guy sucks.
It is patreon.com/deathdreamsstudio. That is Death Dreams with an S and Studio with an S also. Patreon.com/deathdreamsstudio.
For those beneficial curses, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look at that picture of you in Georgia.
What? There's a picture of me in Georgia? Where?
Under
It
your
takes us to your page.
Yeah.
No!
Alright.
I'm gonna have to fucking fix that.
Good thing it's not live.
Yeah, cut that and fix it.
So
Aw.
cute.
Yeah, you're the creator.
I like that picture of us, though.
Yeah, it's a good picture, you guys.
Thank you.
Alright. Is there anything else I want to talk about? So, I didn't actually, per the consultation of the rest of the people around the table, did not disable the voicemails on Anchor, so you can still, if you feel up to it, leave us a message on Anchor.
I'm glad you left that open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Me too.
well, we'll see what happens.
That's at what
dangerous
Patreon
territory.
tier do the listeners get to listen to those voicemails?
That's a good idea. We'll
That's
just say
cool.
at the $3 tier.
Totally worth it. The first one's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
About to record one right now.
Is it?
Spencer! Cool. Alright, so let's jump in. Let's go back to Roll20, shall we?
Ooh.
Wait, just kidding. Let's,
Ugh.
didn't do this last
There goes-
last
Oh,
episode,
yeah.
so let's go around the horn, again. And just briefly, name, character, class. Starting with
Clockwise.
yes, clockwise.
I am Matt Sting, and I am playing Felix, the Master Wizard.
Chameleon gnome.
Also that.
I am Alex. I am playing Cracked the Barbarian Goblin.
What kind of goblin is he?
He is a rat gut. No.
Iron gut.
Iron gut. There we go.
There you go.
Words.
Iron gut goblin barbarian.
I'm Dylan. I'm playing the Elven Rogue, Cavern Elf, Terex.
No. Yes.
Your whole name is Cavern Elf Terex?
It's Terex,
I just
Cavern
been
Elf,
calling him
last
Terex this
name.
whole time. I'm sorry. That's rude of me. I am Brian. I'm playing Kui, the Seer Elf Cleric of Nethys.
Cuisinart. Maker of pasta.
Maker of fine electrical powered artifacts.
Yep. Got my mixer inside.
I have a deal with the Great Wizard Sharper Image coming up in the near future.
He's formidable.
20% off for the month of April.
Act now.
I am Georgia. Hi. And I'm playing Nakoma, the Whisper Elf Ranger, and Akuma, her wolf.
And I am Robert, the death-dealing dungeon master.
Sir?
Alright, where did we last leave our intrepid heroes? We left one of them in a very precarious situation. That would be Cracked. He was in hot pursuit of a mite who escaped, nearly escaped the wrath of his great axe, but Cracked clambered after him after following up onto a stone platform, murdered him, and then was met with a seemingly scary skeleton, armed with armor and a morning star. Seemed to be standing guard in front of two double doors on a southeastern portion of the Gauntlet Keep. But he made quick work of it. It seemed to be completely inanimate. But before we continue with Crack's actions, we'll go down to remind everybody what happened with that saber-toothed toad down there. It approached the rest of the group directly in front of that squat stone building, the first building and room that the party entered previously, where they were met with ghostly sounds. At least they thought they were ghostly, but revealed themselves to be mites that swung down from the rafters above that room, who quickly escaped, threw some meat into a pond nearby in an attempt to distract the heroes from further pursuit, summoning a slurk from beneath the depths of the pond nearby. The slurk emerged and attempted to accost Nakoma, to which she aptly said no, and then ran away. Not ran away, found a space that was more tactically advantageous, behind Akuma and closer to Cuisinart. There were some arrows that flew, missed, hit the slurk, and now we've got Cuisinart, Akuma, and Nakoma engaging in near melee combat with the slurk in front of the squat stone building. Terex is nearby the pond, the southern part of the pond between the squat stone building and the small room to the southeast in which Cracked had just entered. Felix is just a bit north of Terex on the western side of the pond to the north, who had just telekinetically thrown a short sword from a nearby dead mite into the slurk. And as the slurk approached, Nakoma, Akuma, and Cuisinart. But we'll continue where we'd left off with Cracked, with his last remaining action, after hearing a brief intro from Boss Scrog. It went something along the lines of, "You will die, goblin, for entering my realm. This is Boss Scrog's realm. How dare you challenge me to a duel?" How does Crack respond?
So do you want a duel, or?
You ask him to duel. He scrunches his face up, and he says, "One measly goblin to stop our invasion. that I've been planning for months, huh?
Invasion?
What?
I don't think that's why we're here.
What do you mean?
This thing lit up and I was told to come make it stop. I don't even know who you are.
You see his face kind of scrunches in confusion. And, he says, oh, well, a joke then. There's no plans for invasion. And then he takes his trident and starts swishing around on the sand in front of his throne. You can roll a perception check as he does that.
Oh, 15.
15 total?
Yes.
It looked like a map of the fog fan and Atari nearby with markers and like tactical placements, and he's swishing it away with his trident as he says this.
Can I like discern buildings out on it?
Yeah, it looks like Atari.
Alright, I'm gonna say, hey, I was there yesterday. I'm gonna kind of like point at it.
He says, Boss Scrog doesn't know what you're talking about. There's no invasion planned here.
You're a weird guy, Strong.
Well, baby.
So, I'm gonna leave. Good luck with your invasion.
No, come in. You pay us a visit from Otari. We must host you.
No, thank you.
In a celebration.
I'm gonna leave the room. I have one action left, right?
You do.
Yep, I'm gonna leave this.
Hold on.
Slowly backs away.
So slow.
I humbly
Well,
decline.
see you later, dude.
good sir.
I didn't like
Slowly
that
in 2
wording either.
seconds.
I'm gonna host you.
He says, I insist you come in and enjoy our hospitality.
No, thank you.
He really wants you to stay.
Yeah, I wonder why.
What if he cooks you supper and gives you magic items?
I am supper. I turned my dick into a magic item. I don't want to be here anymore.
What if they just eat butt fruit?
I don't want to do that either. That's why I killed the other guy.
Yeah.
He says, if you leave, bad things will happen to you. It is better that you stay and hang with your best new friend, Boss
He
Scrog.
must be really
I
lovely.
don't even know who you are.
No, you do now.
I mean, I'm not fully against it. What's going to happen to me?
Like I said, we'll treat you.
With what?
Everything we have to offer.
What do you have to offer? You're being very vague.
You notice as he's saying that he's asking you to stay. The mites around him have short spears that they're ready to throw at you. Also, so you think that if you take a step back, that they'll let loose all of their short spears in the area or directly at you.
Oh. It's almost like I'm required to stay here. Alright, well, I guess that'll kill me too. I challenge him to a duel again.
He says, no duels. You just stay and become my new friend.
The alternative seems death. I'm gonna say, yeah, sure. Fuck it. Let's hang out.
Okay. What do you do?
Is there a chair next to him? Or
No,
is it just one chair?
but there is kind of like sand and mud seats in front of him, and
Are they made of shit?
no, it looks like it's just mud, detritus, leaves, branches. It is a throne room, so you think he would have to entertain some of his guests.
They like around here ish?
Yeah, just directly in front of him.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go sit.
Okay. As you enter the room, seemingly in agreement, the rest of the mites put their short spears down. Not down, but they kind of relax a little bit, put their arms down.
I'm gonna do like the leaning on my axe kind of thing. I'm not putting...
Okay. That was a good, long turn.
Yes, it was. It's my death here.
Yeah. Really making the most of the hour of your death.
Might as well, dude.
Alright, Felix, it is your turn in the combat order.
That's very good timing. My computer just took it down. So, if you'd be so kind and give me a range increment between the saber-toothed toad and myself.
Sure.
My computer is also dumping.
Well, you have time.
You cannot see the saber-toothed toad. You
Oh, that's right.
You would have to walk south
South
about
and west. Please say 25
5,
feet.
10, 15, 20 feet to be able to see it around the corner.
Then I shall do exactly that.
Okay.
I want to stay close to the water, if able.
20. Yep, you can see it clearly.
Nice. Okay.
It is about...
Locked and loaded.
30 feet
30
away from
feet.
you.
Yep.
It's like I planned this out, but I obviously didn't. because I can't see anything in my computer. 30 feet is enough. I'm going to do telekinetic projectile once again. So he's going to take his staff and point it at a rock, and then pick up the rock and then fling it right at the saber-toothed toad.
The cross star over here.
The what?
The cross star. Lacrosse.
Yes. Oh, lacrosse.
I've never seen that.
I was like,
L-E-C-R-O-S-S-E.
What's a cross star? Is that
Me.
some kind of weird?
Master wizard. Ready? Wait for it.
Great joke. I'm on fire tonight.
17.
I loved it.
Thank you.
This is an
17
attack
is a
roll.
hit.
Oh, sweet irony. Sorry, dude. 377.
Goddamn magic users.
1d6 plus spellcasting ability. 6 damage.
Ooh.
Rock to the face technique.
Nice.
The rock flings directly into its back, bursts through one of the pustules.
It will fling objects till its death.
Its sticky goo erupts from one of its back pustules, and it looks like the rock embeds itself, and then you see a gush of blood intermingle with its sliminess. It doesn't like that. It goes,
And that is the entirety of my turn.
right, Cuisinart.
Alright. So we can obviously see that we're in the heat of battle.
Mm-hmm.
So Quee's gonna try and cool things down a bit.
Looks like it's charging right at you.
I know, right? So first action, he's gonna move up slowly towards it.
Wow.
Ooh.
He's gonna see it right in his face.
Go, Queen.
So now this commands you to cool off, little guy. And then I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Oh.
Plus 7 is an 11 hit.
11 does not hit.
Okay.
I'm actually not sure if that spell stays charged in your hand or not.
I don't know either. This one. It's a cantrip, so it's not an issue if I use it. Yeah, you see him bring his hand up, and it like coalesces in some like negative energy and glows like a little black light for a moment. And then I reach out and try and tap it on the forehead, but whiff that.
I think all the touch stuff is gone. In second
Yeah, there's no
edition.
touch AC or anything.
Yeah.
I'll say if you want to keep it held in your hand, you can, until we find out otherwise.
Okay.
Because why not? It'll save you a casting action next turn.
Yeah, but if I were to attack with it again, I'd get the multi-attack penalty. Correct?
It's a 2 actions to cast the
Oh,
spell,
was it?
which includes
Oh, I misread that.
yeah,
then.
cast
Yep.
and touch.
So
Almost everything that does damage is 2.
that's that. Fuck. I misread the actions. I thought it was one action to
Fit?
cast that one.
That'd be very nice.
Okay, so you move up,
Yep.
cast it in front of him,
Yep.
and he goes, "Oh."
Yep. And his breath is so rank that it catches me off guard and I miss the attack. And now I'm right in his face. And I see he's up next. And this was a...
Bounces off the slime.
But next turn you can cast it and then give him a left hook.
If I survive being in his face now.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
It is his turn. Next round, the Slurk is going to burp at you again. And he is going to... Oh, yeah. He's gonna attempt to gore you with his tusks.
Oh.
At least 3 times.
Right.
So you step up, he burps in your face, throwing you off. You miss with your touch attack. Your hand is charged with the grace of Nethys. Spell Chill Touch. You
Graceful enough.
You miss as he burps in your face, and he takes that opportunity to slam one of his extremely large tusks into your body.
Thick, girthy tusk.
Attempt to.
At the highest bonus, does a 13 hit?
Ooh.
It does not.
That is a miss.
Oh, God.
Praise Nethys.
Second action.
Not this be prized.
How about a 19?
Ah, fuck. Yeah.
19's a hit?
Is that with the multi-attack penalty?
Yes, it is.
Oh, damn.
Hey, get him.
Take 11 points of damage.
Alright, and I'm at 0.
Whoa.
I had 11 hit points.
Oh, so we get to look at the death and dying rules.
Wow.
Good thing we were looking at that earlier, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
we're right there ready.
So
Not for this scenario, but okay.
Well-
Glad we brushed up on it.
Your
you
very first hit,
Right?
and you're done.
No.
Not
Well,
Took one of the
in
shield.
this one, in this episode, yeah.
Took one of the
I
shield.
normally have 15 hit points, but I hadn't had a chance to heal myself yet.
So you are considered, you gain the condition
Yep.
knocked out. When reduced to 0 hit points, move your initiative to directly before the creature or effect that reduced you to 0 hit points. Oh, you're already there.
Yeah.
And then you immediately gain Dying 1. Or Dying 2 if the damage came from a critical hit or your critical failure on a save. A non-lethal effect makes you unconscious at 0 hit points and doesn't give you the dying condition. So you are at Dying 1.
Yep.
That means you are unconscious, and if you ever reach Dying 4, you die. You can attempt a recovery check at the start of your turn to determine whether you get better or worse. If you ever have 1 hit point or more, you lose the dying condition. Anytime you lose the dying condition, increase your wounded value by 1, which means that you essentially take on the wounded condition of that value. If you take on damage while dying, increase that dying value by 1, or 2 on an enemy's critical success or your critical failure. So when it gets back to your turn, at the start of your turn when you're dying, you can attempt a flat check. DC is 10 plus your dying value. So you have to roll higher than 10 plus 1.
So 11.
So you have to roll higher than 11, just on a flat D20 roll.
What would happen if I rolled an 11?
If you rolled an 11, you meet it.
Okay.
So it's meet or
So,
beat.
Meet or beat? Okay.
If you roll a 1, that is 10 less, and that counts as a critical failure, and you will go to Dying 3
And be cursed.
So don't do that. And be cursed, yes.
Disadvantage on death
That'd be
rolls.
so bad.
Good God.
Yeah, fun stuff.
That was
Maybe
me
for
this
you.
guy. I made friends.
First,
Yeah,
wounded.
this did not start off the way I think we all thought it would.
Next
we thought
step
it
is
was
all
gonna
going to be
cracked.
Boss Strong and his gang.
You guys need to team up and kill this toad.
This toad is dumb, and it is angry. So it's going to take its last action to try and chomp down and enjoy a little bit of its last meal.
Oh, thanks.
It's alright, it gets a -10 to hit. It's third attack. Should be fine.
Yeah, famous last words. Okay.
1 in 20, 5% chance of a natty 20.
What's the worst that could happen?
You also, I think you get a -4 to your AC too. So
Oh, for being unconscious?
Unconscious.
Asleep.
Wouldn't I be considered, like, incapacitated?
Yeah, good Gross go.
when you're sleeping or you've been knocked out, you can't act. You take a -4 status penalty to AC, perception, and reflex saves.
Okay.
But the coup de grace no longer exists.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you threw a fireball guy at a guy that was asleep and then he dodged it? -4. Like, -4 is not even that bad.
He was just like on a little rock and like
Right.
tipped over barely at the
We
perfect
established this
timing.
earlier in the evening that some people do Twitch in their sleep.
Oh,
Yes.
that's definitely true. Yeah. It's so
All right.
embarrassing.
I rolled it.
What'd you roll?
A miss.
He's
What?
so nice.
I rolled a 3 on the die. -10 for its third attack.
Yep.
It's going to be pretty low. What's your AC?
15.
Yeah, you missed.
Okay.
-4.
Oh, sorry. 11?
11?
How many hit points I had before I did this condition?
Oh.
Right off
Still-
the gate, he said
Still-
-7, so.
Still a miss. Ooh, look at that big red X on Paizo.
Yeah.
Way
Yes.
to rub it in.
Thanks.
I'll see you shortly, sir.
At least you get a party before you
We're gonna
go
get a
out.
fucking
Yeah.
TP. We're gonna like
You
a
know,
TPK
party.
in this session.
I get burped on and then fucking bored by a giant saber-toothed frog.
What is this, Plague Stone?
Oh, Plague Stone's gnarly.
God, it's like 4 TPKs in that playthrough.
Alright, Nakoma and Akuma.
Nakoma looks shocked as she sees Cuisinart fall to the ground, and she hunts her prey on the slurp,
Excellent.
and then commands Akuma to go in for the kill on this ugly, misshapen toad. Akuma! Attack!
Sick balls.
So should I continue her actions first?
Up
and
to you.
Then his, or
Whatever makes sense to you.
I'm gonna have Akuma attack first. So
Okay.
he's gonna move. That's
So,
his
be-
one action.
Because you command him, yep, he gets
Yeah,
2
he's
actions.
gonna move.
So move.
Like not in her way to where she can still shoot.
Yeah, there's no more like
There's no soft cover from my standing body.
KO'd.
Yep.
Alright, so Akuma moves down and engages the slurp right next to Cuisinart's falling body.
And bite him twice.
Nice.
He looks a little hesitant because the toad looks gross.
He only
but-
gets one bite, right?
Oh, he's gonna bite once. Sorry, he moved. That's right.
He only gets 2 actions, so move, bite. Do it up.
So he's gonna attempt to bite this lovely toad. Ooh,
Sounds promising.
24.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Is it a crit?
Ooh, what was the total?
24.
24?
That's a high roll.
Is that a crit?
Come on.
That's not a crit.
Poop in a sock.
Well, he gets 1d8 plus 2, so we'll roll that. 6.
6. Describe Akuma's kill.
Nice.
Akuma hears Nakoma's command and sees that Kui has fallen and almost slinks up to him. He looks like he's just like a shadow. And he blips over to him, smiles a big, toothy smile, and chomps right into this toad's face,
Nice. Alright, let's...
ripping one of his eyeballs out.
Ooh,
Whoa.
gnarly. And with that, it lets loose one last gaseous... and falls to the ground limp next to Cuisinot's also limp body. But Cuisinot's still breathing, so that's promising. And what would Nakoma like to do for her last 2 actions?
So Nakoma's gonna move up and assess Kui.
Okay,
Check he's alive.
cool. Looks like he is breathing, but dying.
No.
And then we'll go to Terex's turn. So you saw all that go down in front of you. What do you do?
Terex is looking around and trying to make sure everybody is good. He saw Kui go down and Nakoma rush up to him. So he's looking around he knows there should be one more person, and he's going to shout over to Felix and say, "Oh, Felix, where'd that little green guy go? The one that's all framed." Not one of the blue guys.
Do I have to wait for my turn, or can we
Now you can talk.
Felix is gonna like look around, like he forgot, and then like panic just sets in on his face, and then because he's a chameleon gnome, all of his skin just goes white. And then he goes, "Cracked!" and then starts looking around because he forgot about Cracked.
You would remember seeing him just a couple of seconds ago run up and chase after the mite.
It's a long time in the wizarding world.
That's right. He ran up after the mite that was trying to get away. You might have heard some commotion coming from.
He just climbed. It's a
northeast.
ledge, right? That he just climbed up.
Yeah, he climbed up a vine and then onto a ledge. Looks like a small stone platform or bridge that connects the keep to another stone building to the east of where you guys are at, next to the pond.
Felix points behind him and says, "He climbed up the ledge."
All right.
I haven't heard him fall through a bridge in a while though.
Terex will take a stride action around the lake towards the north and see if he can see anything from there or hear anything, percept anything. He'll do a seek action.
Yep, go for it.
Natural 20, 26 perception.
26 perception. All right. As you're making your way around the eastern side of the pond towards the stone bridge platform that Felix pointed out, you hear a little bit of conversation going on, but you can't make it out exactly.
Terex will go into stealth mode and move at half speed
Ooh.
towards the sounds. Roll stealth. 11.
Okay.
And that'll be against their perception DCs.
Right.
5, 10, 15 will be my half speed to there. Coming up towards this stone entrance. He thinks he's hidden in the shadows. He's probably not. He's confident.
I think you're doing pretty good.
And that is my third action.
Okay, as you end your turn there, I'll roll over your perception check of, was it 26?
Yes.
You hear the tail end of a creature talking to Cracked, telling him to join him for festivities.
Shit. Little traitor.
Before Crack's turn, the mite's next to you As you settle in next to your place, between two mites next to Boss Grong's throne, they pick up and point their short spears at their waists towards your neck. And then Boss Grong says, "Let us just wait here for your friends."
Okay, I think they're outside. I can go check on them, see if they,
No,
Alright.
Boss Grong wants you to stay here. I can't wait to meet them.
I don't think you want to meet them.
I do.
The wizard is the strongest.
Why? Why? Betrayal! Oh, God.
I know you say Otari didn't send you here, but I think you lied.
No, she sent us here. I didn't say she didn't send us here.
Who
I
is
said-
she?
Wait, who? What's that chick's name?
I said Otari.
Oh, yeah, I don't know who that is.
Otari is the town.
What? Yeah, that's not a chick.
Bryn's her name. Just
Right.
FYI.
Okay. No, the town did send us here. Just not because you're gonna invade it. I'm trying to turn the light off. Makes it really hard for them to sleep.
Light?
Yeah, this thing lights up
What
every
do you
night.
mean?
There's a lighthouse. You're in the bottom of it. It has a light at the top. It's not supposed to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It glows. She wants it to not glow anymore. That's why I'm here.
Oh,
Are you making it glow?
no.
Well, then I don't know who you are.
My name is Boss Grong.
No, I know that. I just don't.
I am the strongest of the mods.
I'm not here for you.
He puts his hands. He brings his hand up to his head and like pinches his the top of his nose.
Is your nose okay?
Yeah, it's fine. The camera zooms in to where his eye is, and there's a little bit of a tear.
Did I make you cry?
Crack doesn't see it though.
Okay.
The audience goes, "Aww."
So I'm gonna go back to turning off that light.
No. You stay here until your friends come to visit me.
They're gonna go turn off the light.
We can talk about that. Turning off the light.
Does the light make it hard for you to sleep too?
No.
That's good at least.
Can Terex hear that at the doorway?
With the 26, sure.
Perf.
Crack's actual turn. So you've got two short spears pointed at your neck, in between two mites in front of Boss Strong's throne. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
23.
23. Okay. You see this spider-like, scorpion-ish creature crawl up on the wall behind the throne of Boss Strong, and then over the double doors.
Shit. So I'm assuming that's like a ready to action they got with their spears. That's what's going on.
Mechanically? Yeah, you
Yeah.
could assume that.
All right. I'm gonna ask him what a scorpion's doing.
Oh, Bite is just making sure we're safe.
From what? The light?
Your friends.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to like slowly stand up and see if they're gonna poke me in the neck.
They go, no, stay sitting.
I came in here as a guest.
You are still a guest to Boss Strong.
Weird hospitality. Shit. What do I have to do here? You want me to yell for my friends? We'll come faster.
Yes.
So I'm gonna like. Can I yell at the door?
Yeah.
They can't hear me. So I'm gonna move over here and yell at the door.
No,
Oh, okay.
don't move.
I'm just gonna walk outside.
So I'm gonna yell, guys, I'm in here. Be careful of the door. I broke it.
I found him. There he is.
Okay, you all don't need to roll perceptions. You can kind of hear, Roteris can definitely hear Crack's voice yelling out for help and saying he's inside of that room near you. The rest of you near the pond and the body of the Slurk and the unconscious Cuisinat can hear that also echoing off of the keep's outer walls. So I'm going to take us out of combat for a moment. What do you guys want to do?
I want to move over to where Terex is. Doop.
Okay.
What is... Oh, it's a wall. I got stuck.
This brick.
That's why I cannot move. That's, Yeah, sneakily. I'm going to change my skin back to swamp color to be incognito.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth as you move around the part of the southern pond. Towards
Invisible right now.
Towards the building on the east.
24.
Right behind Terex, just before he starts climbing the wall to the stone
And then I go,
platform bridge.
Terex, wait. I have a plan. Okay. Actually, I'm going to step back 10 feet. On principle.
Where'd you go?
Sneak up right up to you.
I don't see you anymore.
And then I go, wait. And then I step back 10 feet. And then Demetrius comes out of my jacket. And then I hold out my staff. And then I cast magic weapon. But jeez. Magic weapon has a range of touch. How will I ever get it to Terex? He's 10 feet away, now that I've stepped 10 feet back. But wait! I cast it through Demetrius! So I hold out my staff, and Demetrius comes running off my shoulder to the tip of my staff, and then jumps straight out and puts out his little wings, flies straight over to Terex, touches Terex. Now I can cast with a range of 30 feet. And as he lands on your shoulder, he speaks in common.
What?
Yep. He says, I give you the blessings of the master. Right in your ear.
Terex's jaw drops. Hits the floor, his tongue rolls out.
And he bequeaths upon you magic weapon.
And that his rapier at his hip starts to glow, and
it is infused with magical energy.
He will store the short bow and pull out the rapier as it begins to glow with the powers of a master wizard.
It is +1 to attack rolls and an additional damage dice.
And that's for 1 minute?
Yes. Yes, correct.
We need to hurry. The spell might wear off before I can strike with it.
Can I attempt to heal Kui as
fuck.
all this is going on?
I forgot about Kui. Sorry, dude.
Treat wounds takes 10 minutes, I think.
Does take 10 minutes.
Don't you get a flat check to wake up?
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for that, yeah.
Recovery
Yeah,
check.
he was on.
DC
he
11.
was like next.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Hold.
Oh, he said hold. What's up?
I heard the roll go before he said hold it.
No, he said hold as I was releasing. What's going on?
What say you, Terex?
It's your call. I was going to use an oboe to let him.
Oh, yeah. Well, he picked up the die before we could do anything, so you want to give him an obol?
Oh, yeah.
Your one and only obol?
Oh, I'll get another one.
If you don't want to use it, I will go with what the dice say. You said before I picked it up. You saw what it was, I think.
All right. Obol is spent. You get 2 d20s to roll.
I'm going to go with that one. That is a natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay. Can't beat that.
All right. Let me scratch that
All
off the old character sheet.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I thought it was a 7. Okay, that's way better.
It was a 1. So thank you.
Wait, it was a 1?
The first
of 2 d20s was a 1.
The other was the
20.
20.
20s was a 20.
What a nice split.
I'm going with that one.
Yep.
All right.
The opals.
Good thing.
Obol
You
is
opaled it. Obol.
It disappears into dust like Spider-Man did in the Avengers.
Aww.
Oh, because that hits hard because Kui is Tom Holland.
Terex feels a little bit of energy drain out of it.
All right, so with the natural 20 on the recovery check, it's not in the rules, but I'll say you don't gain the wounded condition.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
Woohoo.
nice. Does that put me at 1 hit point?
1 hit point,
Okay.
not wounded.
Nice.
Thank you.
Do you have healing? That would probably be.
Yes.
Oh, Kui, you're alive!
What the fuck just happened?
He's all angry and not quiet anymore.
He lives.
Well, that slack gored you. I'm glad you're living. That was very brave.
But remind me never to do that again. I'm gonna reach out with my hand. Could you help me up? I'm sorry.
She helps him up.
You also, Brian,
Yeah.
you lose the chill touch.
I figured. Yeah. I would have reached out with the opposite hand, but I would have had it charged anyways.
Set me up for the coma.
Thought we were friends.
Yeah.
Such
Akuma
a
attacks.
cold shoulder. At that point, I'll take a moment to catch my breath and soft prayer to Nethys. Please bring your light upon me and heal these wounds. I made the mistake of trying to be a forceful combatant, and I know my place now. And I'll cast heal.
Okay, roll it.
I'm gonna do it as a 2 action heal. So it gives it a range of 30 feet, but it's the D8 plus. It restored. It's like 8 plus 1d8 at that point.
Oh, nice.
So a slightly brighter light of divine necrotic energy flows into me. This healing is necro in this one.
Life and death.
And it's a 3 on the die, so
11.
11 hit points. All
How
right.
poetic.
I will just now avoid any sharp teeth
Awesome.
as often as I can. All right, where are the others? We should regroup.
They went to where Cracked was screaming for us. She points in the direction.
Oh, I see Felix there. I think.
I'm
Think.
invisible, dude. I
Are
got
you?
24 to sneak.
You could probably see me.
It's across the lake.
Let's see.
Also, Demetrius returns to me.
Hey, I rolled a perception of 24, so I do see you, Felix.
Nicely done. I'm
There's Felix.
in the ivy.
Terex is over there.
Yeah, you can barely make him out, but you see him.
Well,
Akuma nudges Kui, wags his tail.
thank you, Akuma. You're quite the good boy. And I'll pet him on the head.
He thumps his tail.
As his tail thumps it, lands on top of the Slurk's body in a pustule pond.
Robert!
Dealing 11
No, it
damage to everyone in
doesn't.
the adjacent to it.
You said it. It
A
happens.
stench emits.
Oh,
Stinks.
prestidigitate that away.
Oh my goodness.
Best spell
You're
ever.
ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just poop.
Yeah. Oh.
Felix is gonna go, guys, we should go! Towards Nakoma and Kui.
It echoes across the pond.
You ready to make our way?
Let's do this.
He's like still trying to hide in the vines while yelling at you guys. Terrified of being hit for 11 points of damage.
Perpetually.
I've seen how bad that is.
Right. Well, I healed for 11 after that one that I got for recovering.
Ow.
So I'm at a whopping 12.
Nice.
Yes. So I can survive another gourd.
Nakoma and Akuma
Once.
would stealth. To stealth as well.
Were we being quiet?
I think he's in trouble. I heard help.
Let's see if I can stealth around 14 still.
Look at these guys put spears to my head. I was like such a piece of shit. You guys came in the room. What's up, guys? Met my dog Strong?
So, 9 for Nakoma. 12 for Akuma. I'm very good at the stealthing thing right now.
You hear another voice emit from the stone building to the east, and it says, "Come on up. Oh, I've got your friend here, who's now my friend as well. Enjoy the hospitalities of Boss Scroll. That's me."
Cracked is gonna yell. I'm still deciding if we're friends.
We're still acting out of
Yeah,
initiative.
out of initiative.
Well, then Felix is going to creep up just behind Terex, and then he whispers to Demetrius, and then casts a little magic in Demetrius. Demetrius is going to, hopefully, because I can't see what's in the room, hopefully make it from where I am to where Cracked is within 30 feet.
Okay, so you're gonna have Demetrius go up and over the stone ledge, and into the room.
And try and find Cracked.
Okay.
But I can't see him, so I have no idea. I'm just really
All right.
blindly casting here.
You go ahead and Felix roll a perception check.
Oh boy. I shall perceive.
Wait, I'm going to give you my obol.
You already gave that away.
You're on my team, dude.
I don't need it.
You're not Obel, Dylan.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
Oh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
He has
It's
an
gone.
obel.
I only had one.
You only had one.
Save
I was
it
going to
for
see
a
if
rainy day.
anybody would catch it, and everybody looked at me like I was an idiot, which I am.
Because we're not cheaters, alright?
17 for perception.
17 for perception.
Not bad.
And all your wisdom. You remember there being arrow slits on this wall. So you don't need to have Demetrius go up and around Terex. You could probably have him fly in through one of the 2 arrow slits on the western side of this wall that you're on. There's one directly above you, and there's one other behind you, about 15 feet right above Cuisinop.
I'm going to go with the one that's right above me. Glad that I remembered this.
Okay. What was Demetrius's stealth check?
I don't know that he's gonna... No, because if you stealth and move, it's slower, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing that.
He's not doing that.
He's just going straight through. He's just a tiny sugar glider flying through the air.
Okay. Demetrius receives your spell and then climbs up and into the arrow slit. And then flies through.
Please don't kill him. He's almost dead already. He doesn't have a lot of life.
Something happens. Just as he flies through and into the room, you hear this as he is grabbed out of midair.
What?
You don't see it, but Crack does.
No. It's my boy.
You hear a squeak, and you know that squeak. And that squeak is fearful, and you think there might be some damage done.
I don't like that.
How many hit points does...
He has 5.
No.
No!
12 points of damage.
11. The poetic
Look
number
at
of
RC, I'm pretty
death.
sure it's dead.
Oh, man.
Now, does it die at 0, or does it follow the same dying rules as
That's worth looking up, I suppose.
I rolled max damage.
Cool, so that's good.
on what
Yes.
what size die? Because if it's a D4, you might be okay.
It's a die 2.
It's got to be a strength mod. And
It's not,
Total damage is 9.
that's a little more than double, so that's not good for Demetrius, the non-combat pet. Well, guys, it was fun playing with you. Felix is gonna bow out.
for a week until he gets a new familiar.
Man, I'm just gonna be crying for the next of my 2 actions. Is that okay? 5 hit points for each of my levels. That's all it says. So I assume we do death and dying for
I would assume so.
So he's dying 1.
Yeah,
Is it a crit?
that might be massive damage.
Is massive damage still optional in Pathfinder 2?
I think it's a thing.
Well, you know what, dude? Could have used your opal.
Greater than double, so 9. He's good. It would have to be 10, and he'd be massive damage.
You have an
death.
opal.
He's good.
Do.
Well, there's
You might want to use it
You
on
can't
this.
roll not dying.
Well, after.
You can still use it to prevent dying.
I will hold on to this until things get worse.
Okay, so all you hear with your
No.
intentions is the squeak of Demetrius
Dang.
disappear after you send him up the wall above you and into the arrow slit.
Terex is watching your face fall.
Crack saw that happen, though.
So what did I see?
You saw
Oh,
for
great.
half a second
Plug your ears, everyone.
Demetrius, who you've grown to know in the last day.
And love.
Not even day, morning.
And love.
He ate all that cheese that time.
One time,
It
man.
was adorable.
Show him his big ass eyes. So.
Yep. Gets snatched out of the sky as he was emerging from this arrow slit in the room that you're in. And snatched up by this strange scorpion-like spider out of midair from the roof above. And splatted against the wall behind it.
So, yeah.
That's not moving.
He looks dying 1.
It looks like he's dying.
I know what that looks like.
Can I act or no? I
I
don't know where we're at.
mean, we're
Man, I
not
thought-
exactly interns, so if you want to do something, we'll go into initiative right
Such a
now.
tiny little guy.
Yeah, I'm
too.
gonna
I thought it was
rage.
gonna be okay.
That's my dog. He cheese to me.
Off that charcuterie board.
Oh.
Right off of that charcuterie board.
So, this is a bit of a gray area. Because I am so heavily invested in my familiar, I can draw spells from him. He's not dead. If he's dying 1, could I still draw a spell from him?
What does that mean, you draw spells from him?
Instead of having a bond an item, like a staff or a hat as a wizard, I specialize in the familiar, so I can literally store a spell in him. Right now it's 1 spell, later on it'll be more spells. But as long as he is alive and within reach, I can draw 1 more spell from him. He isn't dead.
He just has the dying condition.
He's
Gotcha. He is dying.
It's a gray area.
He is dying.
It's not dead.
He's only mostly
dead.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But my last level 1 spell depends on it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
If you get within arm's reach of him
Okay.
and need to draw a spell from him, you can.
I could telekinetic projectile him as a weapon towards myself. Give him dying
Catch
too.
him.
Then I can reach him. Now we're thinking, guys.
I'm dying too.
You got to do your own bludgeoning damage to yourself. With your
1
own
dice 6
familiar.
plus 2 or 4. All right.
Brilliant.
Well,
That's
Felix.
Oble-worthy.
Felix is just going to fall on his knees and cover his face.
Let's go back to Cracked Raging and everybody roll initiative. If that's what Crack wants to do. If you move, that'll
Yeah, I need the Constitution for the rage. I'm gonna rage first.
Okay, initiative happens. Everybody select your tokens and then roll initiative.
The last thing that Terex did was stealth up there. I'm going to use his stealth.
For sure.
It's worse for me, but if I can get in there and do a thing, it might be better.
It's the perception bonus to your initiative, right?
Unless you're doing something else.
Like crying.
Yeah. Add your crying
No,
initiative.
that's a free action.
Because your only friend and the only thing that matters in this world just got derped by a scorpion.
Alright, so let's go around the table and get initiatives from everybody. So, Felix, what'd you get?
5.
Big 5.
I'm too busy
And Cracked?
being upset.
25. That's staying on the die.
Nice.
5.
Nice.
The person that needs it right
Terex?
now.
21.
21 with stealth. And, Kuisana?
Surprise, surprise, on 11.
Nice.
Oh,
What
that's your
the hell? That's
lucky
my
number,
yeah.
eh?
Nethys' number or something?
Apparently, yeah.
Nakoma?
10.
10 total. We'll give Akuma that as well. And then now I get to roll more.
You say 1 is the loneliest number, but when you put it right next to another 1,
That's 2 ones.
that's 2, yeah. It's
When the
no longer
nachos are stuck together, that counts as one nacho.
Oh, but you've seen that. Alright.
I've seen that movie 10 billion
She's
times.
saving fucking Sarah Silverman, but
Totally snuck backstage and stole it off him when he was taking a whiz.
is that Neil Diamond?
Yeah.
You guys remember when my familiar was alive? Those are
No.
better. Those are better times.
Who?
Demetrius.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
Cracked, you are first to act with a 25.
Cracked axe.
You see Demetrius, the sugar glider, fly in from an arrow slit, his eyes focused in on you. He looks very happy to see you. And your eyes go from him as he flies in from the arrow slit and then upwards to where you know this creature, spider-like scorpion creature, is laying in wait as soon as Demetrius flies in with perfect precision with one of its legs. Clawed legs. It swipes at Demetrius, slashes it, and it slams Demetrius into the sidewall, making him bleed out, and he falls to the
Fiend.
ground.
So he's like right. Oh, I guess right now.
Yep, right next to the creature on the
How
wall.
wide is that arrow slit?
About as wide as you see it there.
So a gobble.
Not all the way through it. You could probably like.
Everything but your big head.
Yeah.
Would he be able to do the squeeze action through it?
No, not at
Okay,
all.
that's what I was asking.
Can't squeeze a skull.
No, you can't. You can't fit through
I
it.
don't know
You could
about
maybe
goblin skulls.
sit in it.
My bones are actually
inside?
naturally squishy. It's part of this thing.
But yeah, you're talking about raging.
Yeah, so I rage.
Okay, you rage.
Well, didn't I already rage? Wasn't that what started initiative?
It is. So you start the rage, and that actually triggers the readied actions of the mites around
Yes.
you. So they will get 2 attacks each.
Each.
Sorry, 1 attack.
God damn.
They had that
My
1d4
neck.
actions per turn curse on them.
They get the double attack curse.
Oh, that'd be a fucked up curse. Every time you fight an enemy, they have double the amount of attacks.
Remember that, listeners.
Hey, that -5 stacks every time, though.
It's true. First one, 13.
Nope.
It's correct. That's a miss also.
Excellent.
Nice.
Continue your turn, sir.
So I raged last. So I have 3 actions right now, correct?
This is your action. Just as you're raging,
Okay.
they're able to react.
So now I have 2 actions. Perfect.
Right.
All right. So okay. I am going to walk here. I'm gonna hit that scorpion.
It is on the ceiling about 15 feet above your head.
I'm gonna walk here. I'm gonna hit this blue guy.
10 feet the opposite direction.
Okay, so Crack strides across the room to the north part of this stone building and walks to another mite and attempts to swing.
17.
17 is a hit.
All right. 19 damage.
Oh.
Whoa.
Describe your kill.
There's a tremendous amount of
Yeah.
damage.
So I'm gonna swing down low as I run up to him and cut him in half. Actually, he's the same height as me. I'm gonna swing averagely and hit him in the waist, cutting him in half.
All right. Cut him in half.
And then
I think that's all your action.
that's the end of my turn.
Question. You're gonna like it. It's his turn. Technically, his turn is ending. If I use an oboe to have him go next in initiative, would he go right now?
You can only do that for yourself.
Well, my friend is dead.
So he should get a break.
Not helpful. Dang.
Sorry. Yeah, you can only spend the obol on a friend of the party to give them an advantage or give me disadvantage.
Okay, cool.
You would spend the obol to go next in turn. If you wanted to, you could spend it and go next.
I do not want to.
Okay.
Just gotta cry for a little bit longer.
It's true. I'm still very sad. My friend.
Okay, it is Bosquong's turn. Bosquong will say, "This battle will continue next week."
Oh,
You son of a
use my oboe. Go right now.
you got us. Gonna have to kill this guy next week.
Dang.
Gotta wait 7 days. Good God.